Hello everyone, my name's Neil Stream and welcome to a video. For those of you who don't know, I'm in college and I have a class this semester called Public Speaking. And for an assignment, our teacher is having us do a sort of reflection on speech anxiety and, you know, fears around public speaking and that kind of stuff. And I thought, well, I want to make a video about this because it's something that I like and it's something that I think is important to share, at least for me. So, speech anxiety is the thing you get when you are obviously afraid to speak to people. Some people even get that in one-on-one conversations. And then there's other people who can talk in front of like a whole crowd of in like a theater, or they can do a performance or give an important speech at work or school or something like that. Like they can talk in front of as many people as they want and not be nervous or anxious at all. Now, I think that's cool. I'm one of those people. I don't have much speech anxiety. However, I do still have it kind of, but like sort of in a way. So I did a speech tonight. It was a persuasive speech. I was trying to persuade people to see my side on this topic and try to sell it to them, basically. And I got really nervous. I think I did really well at hiding it in the speech itself, besides the obvious repetitive words that I used. But yeah, I could tell that I was sort of, jumbling my words a little bit. But still, I went on with the speech. I was speaking in front of 5 people who I knew and trusted really well. So there was no like fears about speaking to someone I didn't know or someone who I didn't trust. But yeah, I did other speeches this semester, and I did most of them in front of my ex and her family, and it was all great, well and good. But every time, even the very first speech this semester, I remember it well. It was a one-on-one speech with my ex, someone who, at that point, I loved, I trusted, and, literally just a one-on-one speech with her. But I was still nervous because, for one, I had to film it for class, and 2, I was trying to like sell her on this thing. I can't remember what it was, but like the speech was trying to like an elevator pitch speech. I was trying to sell her on something and give me like a chance and something. It was a minute-long speech, but I still remember getting like sweaty and nervous. Like there was a little bit of sweat I could feel up here on my forehead. I could feel myself getting a little anxious about it. And I mention that because I also think about all the times that I've talked in front of a camera like this. Like, you guys know me, I'm the Ultra Team. I've done this for almost 6 years, and I've never been afraid to put my face out there. I think I put my face in my first video, I think the first video I put my face in was like 3 or 4 months after I started YouTube. So like, I'm not afraid to have my face out there. I'm not afraid to talk to a camera. But that also made me think about a very important distinction in public speaking. There's the difference between public speaking and speaking to the public. They are 2 very separate things. They're similar, but they're separate. And what I think people often get those confused. A lot of, especially YouTubers, think that they don't have speech anxiety or think that they can easily speak to large crowds with no problems. Like, especially YouTubers who go on tours. I can 100% assure you that they are at least somewhat nervous or very frightened while doing that. Because I was frightened doing it in front of, at the time, my girlfriend, who it was literally just me, her, and her mom was filming us, but it was literally just us two basically having a conversation, and I still got nervous. And so I wanted to talk about the difference between public speaking and speaking to the public. Speaking to the public is what I'm doing right now. I am technically speaking to the public right now as I'm making this video because I'm speaking to you guys. I'm speaking as a figure in a public scenario. Like, this will be on YouTube. You guys can see this. You can see me talking to you. You can see all that. And I am speaking to you, the public. And then there's public speaking. That is being in a public space, speaking to known or unknown individuals. Good example would be like doing an elevator pitch, or in a courtroom, or if you're acting or doing a play or theater or something like that. You are publicly speaking to someone. You're not just speaking to the public. You are publicly speaking. Because right now, I'm not publicly speaking. There is no one else in this room. No one can hear or see me right now. So I'm speaking alone to the public. And I think that's an important distinction to make when it comes to speech anxiety, because people who speak to the public often, I'm mostly talking about myself here, I speak to the public often, and I thought to myself, well, because of that, I should have no speech anxiety, because I speak to the public all the time in my videos. I speak to the public as a YouTuber. I do this. But no. I had to publicly speak in front of people I knew, trusted, loved, all that. I still got anxious. I still got nervous. I still got a little bit sweaty. Not like super sweaty, but like, a little bit. So anyway, I just think that's an important distinction to make about public speaking and speech anxiety and speaking to the public. Now, I guess I should talk about ways you could help your speech anxiety too. That would be, there are many different ways. There are a lot of breathing techniques that you can do, either before, after, or during your speech. You can do many breathing techniques to help speech anxiety. Drink lots of water. Trust me, drinking is like one of the most important things to do before a speech. I did not drink before my speech today, so I regret that. But, you can do a bunch of things to help with your speech anxiety. Cheers. And another thing I think is very ineffective, it's kind of a joke at this point, but like, imagine the audience and they're naked or in your underwear or blah, 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 blah. Don't do that. Don't do that. Because that will just kind of make you think even more about it, and you don't want to do that. So, yeah, that's just my opinion on public speaking and speaking to the public and speech anxiety. I know it's not really that helpful, but I wanted to share about it. It's a subject I like, and on the Ultra team, I do whatever the frick I want. So, yeah. Thanks for watching. Please make sure to comment, like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see y'all later. Ultra team out. Peace.